Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris Man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. I've been noticing lately in my videos, my volume has been kind of low, so I'm going to try my best to bump up the volume here so it won't be low. I'm going to entitle this video, What Happened to the Integrity in Companies? And here's an interesting story. And I share these stories with you guys because it's not about an old dude ranting. It's like, I paid for this. I expect this. That's it. Ain't nothing complicated about this. I pay you for services and goods, and we should be done. And still I have to double back and do something to fix a problem that I should have not had a problem to fix. And it goes like this. In this box, there is a tracking device. I was like, okay, because I seen it on, I think, the internet. I said, okay, cool. It'd be nice to have, a tracking device on your car. Nobody anticipates getting carjacked or someone stealing your car, but it's like, well, it's better to be prepared than unprepared. So I purchased this with the understanding that once they get activated, I pay a $25 service fee. I'm like, okay, not a problem. So it came, and it came with the instructions to activate it. It gave me 2 sets of numbers to complete the activation. In the instructions, the shit's so tiny it ain't even funny. If I was 20 years old, I have a problem with reading this, really. So I took the numbers, put it into the system. It didn't activate. So I tried it again. I'm like, I know I got this right. I got the numbers right. There's no issues or problem on my end as far as the numbers. So I should have been 7. It's still a 6. So I made 3 attempts. I was like, well, let my wife see this. Maybe I am doing something wrong. She tried at least 2-3 times too. So we were unsuccessful in activating this thing. And I noticed the day that it showed up, they had already charged me for the month going. I'm like, it's not even activated yet. And then I just got a bill yesterday for month number 2. So I'm going to pay $50 for a service I haven't even received yet. So I said, you know what? Because it's an automatic payment plan. They just take it out of PayPal. So I said, you know what? Let me call PayPal and cancel this nonsense because I didn't do anything wrong on my end. I've contacted this company and I get voicemail and I've left a phone number and a message saying, hey, I can't get this thing activated. So could you assist me? You would think most companies would think like this. Okay, Morrisman hasn't activated it yet, so therefore we're not going to charge him yet. Or let's call him to see why he hasn't activated the device. I have to go through all that through PayPal to get this canceled. And they said, well, don't worry about it because you can actually get your money back, the $50 back that you didn't spend on the service not rendered. I'm like, great. So I got to call them back tomorrow after I promised them because they asked me to at least try to contact the company one more time. And I thought about, like, for what? I don't want to deal with these guys anymore moving forward. I'm like, this deal is done. They've showed me, their lack of concern and professionalism and integrity to get this thing going because they should have called me. Again, it's like, okay, well, Morrisman hasn't activated yet, so let's see what's going on here. And like I said, I've left at least 2 messages telling them that I can't get this thing activated and could you please call me back and assist me? Nothing. I got a bogus email about maybe 2 weeks ago. Asking me something, but the bottom line, the thing hasn't gotten activated. I didn't already spent $50. Like I said, these are simple things. This is nothing complicated. I was on the phone for like almost an hour with these people regarding my health insurance because my card had expired because of, due to the pandemic. On their end, they normally mail you out, every year a new card. So I'm like, I didn't get my card. So I was on the phone about an hour. They was updating my stuff. They said he was going to mail me out a card. Then the lady sent me to another lady to finish off the process. And the lady said she'd call me back tomorrow. That was like 2 months ago. And I'm like, I'm just mentally exhausted now that I got to go behind other people and companies and clean up their mess. I'm just tired. It's like I shouldn't have to do this. I was in CBS about a month ago, and the lady that normally supposed to be behind the counter, she's on the other end of the other side of the counter, watching a customer do the self-service checkout thing. I'm like, I'm not doing that for the simple reason I don't work here. No one's paying me to check my stuff out. That's what you're here for. And now they're trying to push that because Jules tried it a long time ago, and it didn't go nowhere. Because it's like, first of all, the customers don't want to be partial employees and checking out their stuff. There's no incentive to say every time that you do this, we automatically knock off 15% off your bill. I'm like, okay, cool. Because every little bit counts. But they're not offering nothing. But yet they want to push some of their responsibilities off on the customer, which is just ridiculous. So the lady's on that side of the counter when she should be on that side checking that person out, just trying to self-check out. And she was just kind of overseeing to make sure that it went right. I'm like, you should be doing this. And then she's on the sales floor on her personal cellular phone having a non-emergency conversation with her son. And I'm like, normally when your family call your job, it's kind of an emergency, or you're on break or you go on break. You're not on the sales floor having a casual conversation. And it's like, what happened to, again, integrity in companies? Because that was unheard of 20 years ago. You couldn't do that. Again, unless, your son calls and say, hey, I just cut my hand. I got to go to the emergency room. Come get me, But just a leisurely, casual conversation on the sales floor with her son, And you just say to yourself, I know things change. Nothing stays the same. You hope they would improve, because normally some things do improve over time. Technology has improved, but this whole tracking device thing, it's like, okay. Because again, I know that I didn't do anything wrong as far as the process, the numbers, and my wife didn't either. I'm like, what are the chances two people stupid and can't do this? It's like, okay, really? But you get tired of having to go behind when you shouldn't. I mean, really, you're the customer. You shouldn't have to backtrack and, okay, let me contact them because this ain't working or they didn't do something right. But, that's the era that we live in now, and it's just unfortunate. So I'm going to sign off until next time. Take care and thanks for watching.